The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tiger Technician Hour with your host, Basil Chapman. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Now, Basil Chapman.
Good morning, everyone. Basil Chapman here on this Thursday the 23rd of January. Gosh, month's almost gone. Isn't it amazing? The Dow is up 44 at 44,258. It's up 102, and it is breaking out the each higher high that we've been anticipating has been exceeded. The candle I was looking at, now I should go to the daily chart that I send to subscribers every day. Yeah, the next move to the upside that I've got is the candle of the 10th of December on that sharp move to the downside. High is 44,479, and today the high is 44,290. That would be it by the, what date? By the 27th. This is an extended leg B. The MACD is very strong. 9 is over the 14, very strong. The stochastic is fabulous at 96%. This is all really terrific. On-balance volumes running nicely. Now, there's an alternate count, and that makes this a D. Yes, a D in the 120-minute chart. Just wanted to show you this while I've got this particular page open. Here we go. Look. This is the weekly chart. This is the Dow. Nice rally towards the high. It could fail, but so far it's good. In Chapman wave methodology, once you go to a buy mode, it suggests that there are at least 4 higher peaks. We're only in leg B. We haven't even made a peak B. We're only in leg A in the S&P, which went to an all-time high yesterday. So that counts as a new move to the upside. We've seen some rare things in this particular move. Remember, we had that big pullback in the Dow from a peak C, not a D. So things are a little unusual here, but look at the chart, in the weekly chart. Strong candle last week, good candle so far this week. The NDX is not quite as strong candle last week. This week so far, it's good, but not great. And the SMHs, this one here, is good, but not that strong. And the IWM had a fabulous week last week. This week is kind of struggling. So I'm really monitoring that quite closely. Now let me just get out of this. I want to go to this chart right here. So the Dow is up 111. The S&P made an all-time high. Just squeaked there yesterday. What did I do? That's correct. Yes, SPX.X. There we go. Pulling back a little bit today, down 5.5 at 6,080. But this, I have to consider this is a brand new leg A. Why? Because, let me just pull this across like that. Because the 9-period moving average did go pink for quite a while. That means it was negative. And you had this triple bottom in the stochastic. The on-balance volume has been holding very nicely. But look at the turnaround in the MACD. And that just suggests that in the larger context, this is a new leg A. I could call it E/A, but everything about it suggests that it's a brand new move to the upside. It doesn't tell you how high it can go. It just tells you that if this is a peak A, over the next week and a half, there should be a move towards a D. That's the way I'm looking at it right now. That'll all change if there's a very sharp plunge below 6,028, 6,025. That area would say, you know what, you better question that move. But so far, no. Now, I didn't get a chance to draw this in. I should have. I saw it, but I didn't draw it in because everything's happening so quickly. This is a Chapman wave falling axe formation. Now, I had to redo those charts. So this gives me an opportunity to see whether or not I can pick them up. So let me do this right here. Pick that up. There it is. And we're going to go to this chart right here. So what's the falling axe formation? The falling axe formation is where the price rallies up, then starts to make lower highs and much lower lows. Then all of a sudden it finds some support, and you get this kind of cup or a V-shaped turnaround, and if it takes out the upper declining trend line, it can go 1-to-1 to the upside. Well, here's the weekly chart. First of all, it's done that in the daily chart. Remember, I made this. This is a Chapman wave falling axe formation, which I also drew in as Chapman wave inside track repellent, now propellant zone. And that can take you 1-to-1 to the upside. But what you want to do is always look to the left side highs, because you have to go one high at a time. So here we are. We've got the weekly chart, and that would suggest that there's a move. I don't even want to say it. It takes you much higher. And at this particular point, I'm always a little conservative when it does this. I'm calling this F. This is in the weekly chart, it's a leg F. In the monthly chart, it's a leg F, but it could be an instant restart. It could even be an F/B. And this downtrend line right here, the dashed line, just delineates where we've got our new administration, the Biden administration. Here's the Biden administration concluded, and now we've got the Trump. Back to Trump's little sandwich over there. Okay. Is that going to be a turkey sandwich, a bologna sandwich, or is it going to be really a good? What did I used to have when I came down to Clearwater? What was that fish? I love that. Probably for everybody there, it's just mundane, but I thought it was fabulous. That fish sandwich, oh, I loved it. All right, well, so much for that. Okay, so let's go on. QQQ, 1, 2, 3. Don't want to get distracted. That's very easy to do. Falling axe formation breaks out. QQQ, trading down 2.17 at 529.34. Really important, as I see it, that if this is a peak A, I want to see a leg B strong enough to, this is just wishful thinking, strong enough to take out the 539.15 high, which was also the day that you had a 533 round number open on the 16th of December in the QQQ Index 100. If we take that out, 539.15, and go to 539.16, 1 penny makes a difference. That would be a leg E in the weekly chart, and this continues a leg D if it's in January in the daily. All the support levels, 525, 525 to 522 are the major support levels. IWM, the Russell 2000, we did have an added position which has just been taken out. Fairly small loss, but tight stop. And that's it. You can always get back in. I don't want to mess around with this. We've had some really good positions. I don't want to mess anything up. So 227.10 down $1.20 in the Russell 2000. It's really struggling. It hasn't taken out the inside track repellent zone. It has to get to, I'd say by next, what's the day, Thursday? By next Wednesday or Thursday, it should be trading in the 232 area. So this is a little sluggish right now. I want to go on to IWM. The SMH is very important. SMH, the semiconductor index, trading down 3 at 264.11. This is a peak C as I'm reading it. A leg E in the weekly chart, but you remember we were stuck in the rectangle. I said if we can take out the upper part of this rectangle, we can get into the larger one. And the larger one has 283.07 as the week of the July 14 high at peak D. That's going to be something. Most importantly, there's a pullback today, and we have to monitor that. Dow's up 108, S&P's down 4. I'll be right back. Basil Chapman, Tiger Technicians Hour.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Hi folks, I'm just trying to figure out how to do this on the charts that I've got available to me right now. The question is, Basil, good morning. Can you please check short-term SOXX? Oh, SOXX. SOXX. Okay, good question. Looking at an hourly chart, could January the 13th, let's just check to see if there's January the 13th, right there. Could January the 13th through the 22nd up be an A to B? More so, could it pull back to a C, which is a 0.382 at 28.9, already hit the 0.236 fib at 232.56. So let me do this right now. So I would look at, first of all, you've got a very obvious move like that right there. And if I just double it up, right, new, there you go. And that takes you a little extended to the upside, right? My question here is on the SOXS, which is 3 times, I believe this is the one that's 3 times along the semiconductor SMHs. More importantly, as far as I'm concerned, I don't have it on this chart, so I'm going to take that and move it over a little bit. So let me get rid of this. Let me grab any old chart, and I'll just make it into what I need. So here's the SOXS. I'm just going to go to the 10-minute chart for now. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to say copy window, and I'm going to say paste. And then this is going to be interesting. So this is this one right here. And we're going to make it a 60-minute. There we go, 60 minutes. I wanted all my indicators. And the reason why, and you're going to go to the SOXX. Yeah. So you see this pullback SOXS today, where we're down 3.45. First of all, this is going to be very interesting because let's see, 216.98, 270. Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F. No, it's just an F. 79, 79. Yes, this is a peak F. Now, what I would anticipate, I can't do it as an A to B and then give it a pullback to C because it's already had essentially two extensions, even though it's a trough here, starting and going to a peak F. And that says it's really one buy signal to buy mode. Now it's having a pullback. I would rather be using, in this particular instance, I'd rather be using my technicals to say, you see this little doji candle right here at 4 o'clock on the 17th with a high of 229, a high of 230.32 and a low of 229.69. What I would do is I said, okay, that's little mini doji candles or sometimes halfway markers or reversing points, but it's this candle right here. I would take the bottom and I would draw this in. I'll just do it because this is a little fun little exercise. And I say going to that high, the peak F high, and I'm going to give it a little time. I'm going to say, all right, let's do the left side, right side, price time. 60-minute chart. And I'm just going to suggest that if by at 4 o'clock on the 23rd, that is, today, 23rd is today, if this hasn't, I'm going to give it all the way into tomorrow. So I could extend a little bit, but I'm saying this is my base of support right here at 229.76. And then what I would do is I would draw in a Chapman wave inside track right there. Target support line or target repellent line. Okay, I'm just going to change the color green. It's on the way down, so it's red. There we go. Okay, so that's the way I've drawn it. And we're right here. From the way I'm looking at the MACD and the stochastic at 73%, the on-balance volume pulling back, the 9 is still very strong. So there are two scenarios. One is we are very close to some form of support right here. So if the SOXX, I could have done with the SMHs, I probably should have just kept to the SMHs, it doesn't matter. If it holds over the next hour and a half, 230.76 to 230.21, and in fact, right now is trading at 232.57. If in the next 2 hours, I'm going to go into, 10:30 right now, I'm going to go all the way into 1:30. If at 1:30, we are actually making a new recovery high on the day. It's at 232.70, and it can go to 239.83. I'm going to suggest that this is your trend line to monitor, and that because we're only in a leg A in the in the daily chart of the S&P, we're only in a leg B in the Dow, we're in leg A in the QQQ and a leg B, I believe, in the IWM. I'm just going to suggest to you, watch it closely, because if we close towards the low of the day, then there's a real good chance tomorrow we have another slide to the downside. 230 to 229.60 will be tomorrow's support. So as I'm looking at this, I'm saying, that 914 is still very strong. It'll take another big move down. It'll take a move down to the 228.90 area for that pink, green 9-period moving average to turn pink. So I can't give you this scenario that says, this is right now we're at a level where we could find support and then spiral to the upside. I can tell you that we're at a level of support that can give you some substance so that if there is a turnaround in the SMHs late today and into tomorrow, I was anticipating that later today we would see a slide into tomorrow in the general market, but the SMHs are kind of doing their own thing right now. So that's what I'm saying. If at any point between now and tomorrow this time, the SOXS is trading at 230.56 or higher, then I think a chunk of this consolidation is done. You've got to be looking towards a higher high on the 60-minute chart. I hope that helps you. It just all fails completely if there is a slide under, I'd say, 229.50 in the next 2 days. I hope that helps you. I haven't been helpful in the sense that you're looking at this as a very strong A to B, and now you're looking at a potential C that will take you C to D on the upside. Not yet. I don't have anything that says to me that there's a miserable failure right now. I am saying these are the levels that I'm watching, and if they're taken out, that's going to be very important because then it'll go quite a bit lower. I hope that helps you. Okay, so we did some time on that. Now I didn't want to just wrap it up. I wanted to get to this here, which is so important. So look, gold has pulled back. GC has pulled back, is down 20. Silver has a little different chart pattern. Look, it's much weaker. Isn't that interesting? I'll be right back.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Tiger Technicians Hour is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
morning, folks. We're back, and the Dow's up 60, S&P's down 7. So we're looking at General Electric, which had a spectacular earnings report. Screams up to 207.65, pulling back a little bit, leg D in the daily. I'm calling this a leg B in the weekly, and leg D in the monthly. General Electric, aircraft, engines, etc. Now it's called GE Aerospace. Being a stellar stock, just a fantastic stock for quite some time. What a turnaround story. This must be the turnaround. This is exactly the opposite of GE on the way down, where Immelt bought the oil companies at the top. He bought everything he could at the top. I mean, talk about a casebook study of doing everything wrong. This is the guy that did it. He was very well rewarded for that. But at the same time, GE stock was not, and neither were the people who owned the GE stock, and it tumbled down to just under 40 back in 2022. And now it's just been a great turnaround. This is the exact opposite. Whatever is being done now is being done brilliantly, and cutting and pasting and doing everything that he can. God, I can't remember his name right now, the CEO. Fabulous move. And so well-deserved, GE, congratulations. Now, what we are looking at, and GE used to be in the Dow, was one of the earliest Dow stocks, and then it was bounced, and it's not in the Dow. It should be in the Dow. But anyway, so now let's continue, because there was a round number yesterday in, what was the stock? Oh, Netflix. Netflix, I'm looking to see if General Electric had any. So far, no round numbers. But the Netflix open on Wednesday, was at 957.81. No, that's today. Was at 990. There you are. Opens at 998.03. Squeaks to 999.00. And takes a little bit of a turn. And he has a red candle, but today it's getting it back. It's up 25 at 979. The earnings have been very good for the companies that have been very good. They've been really good. So Netflix, there we go. So now let's get back to what we were looking at before. We were looking at, I just want to do crude oil now before I forget. Crude oil is up a little bit at 37 cents, 75.81. Had a very good move. I believe this is going to turn into a peak G, and that this inside track propellant zone that it broke out of for 2 weeks. This is the third week. I think it's going to be tested, that we could come back and test 74. It's at 75.81 right now, holding very nicely considering. Okay, with that said, I wanted to go, I was showing you the gold chart, GC. So it's GC is down 20. And look at this chart on the left, broke to a new recovery high, not an all-time high. A recovery high. It's got this cup formation in the weekly chart, and now that's called the C, and that says it should test. I always have a tough time when I type this in, because it's a continuous contract, so the price gets smoothed out. But 282.5.9. That was the high back in the week of the 1st of November. And I suspect we're going to get close to that. And then we might have another digestive phase if it doesn't break out. So it's doing very nicely. It's got key support. It's at 27.61, 27.51. I think 27.34 is the green 9-period moving average support. Let's go to silver. You'll see the chart. Look at that. Rolled over. Peak C, and then it failed. So this is not the same quality. So I was asked about a particular stock. Oh, if I could do your usual stock, which is ASA. Actually, for subscribers, we are long gold itself. So this is a peak B, and then it stalled. ASA is ASA Gold and Precious Metals. It's like a fund. It has 5 or 6 South African gold stocks, and it trades as a unit. ASA is trading at 22.01, down 4 cents, just in a sideways move. So the question came up, AEM. This is Anglo. There we go. Agnico Eagle. I've shown this as one of the really finest of the gold stocks. It was trading at 87.69, down $1.54. Had a beautiful left side, right side price time match. Then it failed by a month to get closer to the 89.23. high of September of 2020, it actually went to very close, 89.23. It went to 89 round number high. I didn't realize that. Anyway, it's taken that out. A, B, it's in leg C, probably a peak C today in the daily chart. And that's the monthly. You got a beautiful cup with a symmetry. And usually when that happens, it goes even higher. And then it comes back into the body. So this on the weekly chart, peak A, this is an F/B. So far, it looks very strong. But the 9-period moving average in the weekly crosses positive. Agnico Eagle is going quite a bit higher. In the meantime, back at the ranch, I'll call this B right here. Uppercase on the way up, and C in a buy mode. And it should go to D. Then a question came in about PALL, Palladium. This is the Aberdeen Palladium ETF. Inner leg D, very close to the 200-period moving average of 91.86. It's trading at 90.75. Nice action. And that weekly, this is a pattern that I've seen so many times. What happens is it should rally, and it could get close to the 95 area, and then it's probably going to go sideways. But so far, it's acting very nicely. If that pink 9-period moving average in the weekly crosses positive, you're looking at 100. But let's go one step at a time. This is very good action. Let's see how it deals with this 200-period moving average in the daily at 91.80. Another question came, where was it? Turn around. Oh, the TLT. So the TLT is pulling back down 68 cents at 86.83. So that means the TBT, which did pull back from its double top, is now suggesting that this is a really critical moment for yields, because if it starts the TBT at 37.31, 3.731, if it actually starts to trade for a couple of days in the 38 area, then it should retest the 38.98, and that weekly chart, which is at a peak B, should go to a C. That means yields are going even higher. Oh, what a market this is. So in the meantime, it's not yet doing that. It's both of them at really critical levels. If the TLT takes out the low that was made, no, I'm just going to go for the gap low. The gap low of the 16th was 86.28. If it takes that out, looks like it might even fill the gap. Oh, man. Gosh, time is flying. What's going on with the time? Is anybody doing something to the time? Thank you very much. The grouper sandwich in Florida, the best. Yeah, I love that. Haven't had it for about 7 years.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
I've also, let's do that C1C2. This is an A and this is a B. Wow, what a resilient market this is. The E-mini is only down $1.50. Look how it bounced. Look at that 5-minute chart, how it keeps bouncing off the 200-period moving average, coming back and then bouncing. So now that it's gone quite a bit above it, that makes the 61, I would say 61.15 level key support in the very short term, but 61.10 all day. That's what you got to watch. You take that out, that's a problem. But it looks like it wants to push even higher. That's amazing. All right. Wait a minute, Jambalaya. What opera? What opera? I hope the opera was good last night. Okay, Saturday I'm going to see the Met at the doing Aida. Haven't seen that live, but this is live in cinema, HD cinema. So we go to a local cinema. You know, one of those seats you lie back and all that stuff, and it should be great because the Met has been on fire this year. They've done some fantastic, and the singers have been absolutely terrific. Yeah, and I would say it's not a 10th. It's probably about a 12th the price of going to the Met live. So grouper with 7 semesters C, I did in high school. Yep, excellent fish. Good. I'm just reading some questions here that come in. I don't want to miss them. I've got one sitting right here. SMR, what is SMR? I didn't even put a trade on there. Huh? I had a chance. I was busy. SMR is New Scale Power something. Yeah, if I could read these. See, what TradeStation does is they have this dark gray background, then they have the black print, and I'm kind of far away. New Scale Power Corp. Yeah, okay. That's peak A, peak B, peak C, and peak A, B, C. It's at a peak D in the monthly chart. I'll just do that real quickly. Look, here we go. A, B, C, D. So this is going to be a very interesting session because the market is finding support and some kind of follow-through movement. Yes, this is very strong in a lot of power companies. We've broadened out, and the kind of tech sector that we were looking at is very specific. And Microsoft had an absolutely fabulous session yesterday. Today's giving back a little bit, but it's showing that at 26.64, up $1.08. This is a leg B. It's in a buy mode, so it should go to a peak C and a peak D, and that means that there's a chance the 32 high that was made, 32 point, what was it, 05 or something, 32.30, the high that was made on the 29th. Let me just draw this in. Here we are. So I'm going to draw this in. I'm going to put an up arrow because the stochastic's over 85%. Everything's positive. So that just says I can draw this in as an as a cup formation, If I take the left side low to the right side, just on price alone, it just kind of seems to extend out a little too much. I would prefer to take it to that peak, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be conservative right now. And that just says if I go from here to the low bar, and I talk about the left side, right side price time match, this bar symmetry, it's called in my work, then bar symmetry says that I'm going to have to move this to the right. So there's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 7 days. So I don't feel like changing the dimensions right now. I'm just going to do this. I'm doing inside. There we go. Inside. This is suggesting, this is suggesting that if, today's Thursday, if by Monday, SMR, instead of pulling back to under 25, actually has a move that can take it to 25.50 right now. If it pulls back, that's not so good. But today is 27.43 and it's at 26.84. If by tomorrow this as tag doesn't have to close, just has to tag the 27.50 area, I would say that by 6 days time, let's just go, today is the 23rd, so 1 all the way through to 31st of Jan. Yeah, I'd say by the end of the month, beginning of February, there's a really good chance that you could tag, boom, that high that was made at 32.30 on the 29th of November. It's a bit of a way to go. It's about 4 or 5 points. It's a big ask, but that's the way it's looking right now. If it actually goes, if it hits 25, up or down, doesn't matter. 25 on Monday, that says it's going to take a little longer. But right now it's acting very well. Next question, I'm going to put that down here, SMR. Not sure what they do, but doesn't matter. SMR and circle it. All right, next question came in. Okay, let me move that over right there. So, the dollar. The dollar, do you think the dollar can, Basil, do you think the dollar can hit a new recovery high? I don't know. I think it's made a high for now. Yes, the answer is yes, because it's a peak C in the weekly chart if there's no new recovery high this week. But I'm saying first it has to digest these huge gains. So I would not be surprised if it's at 108.34, if 107.50 to 170 gets tagged. I just wouldn't be surprised at all. It could have 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks of consolidation. Then I think it might push higher. So that's why I'm looking at it right now. Next question came in, Creole Opera. Oh, Creole Opera Morgiana. Okay. 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 The question there came in. HOTH held its 14 moving average. HOTH is one that I've done periodically, and I always say, what is Hoth? Hoth. Is this in a crypto area or something? Hoth. Oh, therapeutics, is that it? Oh, yes, I now remember. Hoth Therapeutics had this huge spike into the 360s. It was tootling along in the ones, whoosh, in one day, and then it's given most of it back. Now it's finding support at 1.46. The way I'm looking at this, because it's a biotech, you can see when I see these charts, I say, oh, biotech. It used to be Bitcoin, and biotech, but now it's just biotech, and it gives it back. So if at any point Hoth trading at 1.46 up 9 cents actually closes any day below the low of the 8th, which is at 1.17, that's a problem. You're going to have to wait for the next story. But if it actually starts to move, the 9 is over the 14 and still acting well. If it's over the candle of the 21st, which is at 155, it could actually try to tag the red ugly candle of the 17th, which would take it to 166. But it is a biotech, and it looks like it moves on news. Next question came up, which is Yes, Boeing. I think it's still early if one wants to get into Boeing. It's just, I have trouble with it. I on this dip right now, it was one of those that I wanted to add for subscribers to my opening call. In the 107s, it's trading, not 107s, 167s. Now it's trading at 176. I'll talk about what.
This market has turned red, Tigers, and the question we should be asking ourselves is how to position for a potential bear market. Plenty of gains can be made in bull markets, but if we've entered bearish territory, that strategy needs to change. So, how do we pivot so we can see green in the red? Join Larry this month, January 10th and 24th for live trading action. You'll sit next to Larry as he places live trades, explains his methodology, and answers questions live. Larry brings his decades of trading knowledge directly to you, teaching you how to navigate this shifting market. Go to the front page of TFNN.com today and secure your spot fast for live trading Fridays with Larry Pesavento. Happy New Year, Tigers. We'll see you January 10th and 24th. TFNN. Educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Yeah, so just real quickly on Boeing, the technicals have really improved in the daily and the weekly, and Jeff in the Tiger YouTube is saying that this is like GE. I kind of agree. There's just a different moral aspect to the whole thing. I mean, how on earth can you allow deteriorating parts to be put, it's just not good. But at the same time, I'm just looking at the chart, and the chart says it's starting to improve. And I want to suggest to as a question, is it time just to start a position in G? I'm going to say yes at 176 right now, but the position that you have should have a fairly wide stop. I wouldn't like you to go in and out. This is where the technicals have improved. See a close under 164.62, the low of the 14th. So that's a little wide for me. That's 12 points. That's 8%. But as a starter position, maybe have a 5-point stop, and then you can talk about it as an intermediate term. If it takes out 182.57, that is outstanding action. That'll say Boeing is now finally maybe can help the monthly, because the daily and weekly charts, technicals are very good. Monthly is still lagging. Hope that helps you. Next question came in. God, I wanted to do this before we wrapped up. Question came in. Oh, where was it? Yes. So within the context of what we're looking at, Bitcoin has pulled back quite sharply intraday, but it's come back now. It's up 570 at 105,040. I don't want to do anything with our Bitcoin. I haven't added yet. I probably on the dip 3 days ago should have said yes. Maybe you can add if you haven't got in. It's just a good position at a good price, 38, and here we are at an iBit at 59. But for new subscribers, what do you do? I'm going to discuss stuff like that coming up, because what we have that's working, I want to stay. I want to add to those positions, because what's working has continued to work, and that's the thing